Good morning, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bull Moose Bubba here on the morning of Thursday, September 3rd, 2020. Sitting in for Andy Rooney today. Well, Andy Rooney would appear for maybe 3 to 5 minutes at the end of the CBS 60 Minutes. They would say a few minutes with Andy Rooney. And he tried to be a run of the mill guy, trying to inspire common sense to all of you. He tried. He was like Mr. Paul Harvey, but he did it his way. So, and I hope you're listening, Mr. Rooney, along with Mr. Harvey, I'm going to try to explain the Americans' mess to you up there. I know one time back in the late 1980s, you tried to explain the American flag. So let me try to explain it using the American flag. Well, Mr. Rooney, the Americans today are red and blue and white. The red, you know what it is. It's those dumb Republicans. Oh, boy. The blue are the Democrats, which, boy, really messes up my stomach every time I say Democrat. The Republicans make me choke. The Democrats make my stomach, ugh. Ooh. Then the white, of course, is the dumb American people who always vote for the two parties. And they're laughing up a storm. We got those stupid Americans again. This time is us. We beat you this time. For 4 years, you got to trust us. And the stars, they say, well, some are red and some are blue, right? Well, that's not exactly it. The red, white, and blue, of course, red, Republican, blue, Democrat, and white, dumb, stupid American people. Yeah. Well, the dumb, stupid American people, there's 50 million of them who, at every time an election comes around, they're trying to figure out for president, which one is the lesser of the two evils? Yeah. And then you got 120 plus million who, I don't care a damn about politics. I'm not voting for either one of those yahoos. Yeah. Yeah, and you would understand that, Mr. Rooney, right? Yes. And the 50 stars, I could care less because they say some are red and some are blue. Well, the problem is, you got to the point now, Mr. Rooney, here, where the red and the blue are not working anymore. And the white, you got 50 million, you got over 170 million of that. 50 million that are going to split down the line. So you say 25 and 25 goes to red and blue. Well, in reality, you got 5 to 10 of those million are going to not vote for anybody, and then the remainder are going to split to you guys. And same with the 120 million. None of them are going to vote. So here's the situation. And you got the stars, which turned out to be factions and pigmentations. The African Americans have a star. The Asians have a star. The Latins have a star. The he-she's, what's-its, and who's have a star. The enclaves have a star. So the Albanians, even though they don't vote most of the time, but hey, they control the star there. So then you got all these, and you still got the white, which is the dumb American people. Yeah. So what I'm saying, Mr. Rooney, is I'm trying to explain to the American people the way you would. Okay, you white, dumb American people, do you really want the red? And do you really want the blue? And do you want to be hung by the stars? Because all three of them, rule your roost. You know what I mean? If you live in communities that are African Americans, you got factions that rule you, whether they're the Bloods, the Crips, the Doubledays, the EDTs, or whatever. And if you're Latins, yeah, you got the MS-13 and others that rule you, right? Yeah. Russians, same way. You got the Albanians. Chinese, you got the Tums and the Triads. Yeah, you know what I mean. So you got to pay to them to live. So what are you going to do, Americans? Are you the white dumb American people, or are you going to vote for Tulsi Gabbard and John Kasich, the restore the union ticket, and try to make some semblance of the red, white, and blue the way it's supposed to be? Sitting in for Andy Rooney today, it's your favorite alien and Boo Moose Bubba and Mr. Rooney upstairs. I hope you and Mr. Harvey like this one today. Thank you. Good day.